First, the process of digestion begins with food entering the mouth. The act of chewing up the food is known as mastication. Mastication is under mechanical digestion, and it breaks the food down into digestible pieces. Saliva is released after smelling food and once broken down from mastication. The food is attacked by the enzymes in the saliva. As the teeth cut and grind the food, the tongue aids in mixing food together with the saliva. Together, the tongue and soft palate assist with moving food to the esophagus and pharynx. Food tunnels down the pharynx and goes to the esophagus. Food tunnels down the pharynx and goes to the esophagus. It is a muscular organ that contracts to squeeze food down the hollow tube. Muscles behind contract and muscles ahead relax to propel the food towards the stomach. As food approaches the stomach, the cardiac sphincter relaxes and allows food to flow into the stomach. An important job of the sphincter is to make sure to close the stomach to prevent stomach acid coming back up the esophagus, because this could cause heartburn. In the stomach, acids and enzymes begin to form and help with the chemical digestion of food. The food is further mixed in the stomach, leading to the creamy, thick formation of chyme. After this, the chyme flows through the muscular valve of the pyloric sphincter. This thick chyme is pushed down towards the duodenum, which is the first section of the small intestine. Enzyme secretions such as amylase, lipase, and protease help break down nutrients like proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. This is taking place in the pancreas, with help coming from bile in the liver to further break down in the next parts of the small intestine, the jejunum and ileum. Absorption of nutrients occurs. This happens from the processed food in the bloodstream in the walls of the small intestine. The remaining waste from the small intestine leaves the upper GI tract and heads down to the large intestine/colon. The overall goal is to solidify waste through absorption of water and store it until it can leave the body. The four parts that make up the 7-foot colon include the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. Waste is continually moved down through peristalsis. Stool that forms in the colon is then stored in the rectum. The anal sphincter works to control the choice to release or hold in. Once in the rectum, the brain is made aware of a possible bowel movement. Voluntary control allows us to determine when it's time, and then the anus helps relieve the stool.